I started when I was 16 writing scripts for church. And we used to go around performing these plays at the different churches and whatever.
Yeah.
We'd have to raise funds, we'd have to malokera, you keep it for a whole week, you don't eat at school because you need 15 rand for transport to go perform your play. So we really wanted to do it. We were not getting paid for it. We just wanted to do it. It was a passion. It really, really was. So I kept on writing. I kept on acting in the same plays. I kept on directing them. The same kind of like a usual story. And then when I made it into varsity, that's where the first thing hit, where my dad got, And then I studied alone. And then after varsity, I had a big loan to pay off.
Oh, goodness.
And I had more bills than I had the small income that I had.
Coming in.
And so I owed the bank. I was avoiding private numbers. I was
always looking out for the tax man.
Always looking after the tax man, wondering why I'm getting taxed. Because I was getting like an intern salary, and an intern salary,
nothing.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just for transport and whatever. So. But no, as a band, you must pay, NSFAS back, and they would call. They sent a huge guy, I remember, to the office once to come and make me sign acknowledgement of debt issues. They listed me, so I was blacklisted. I couldn't buy anything. And so, but eventually, kancane, by God's grace, you move from 1,500 to 2,000 a month after a year, and like that. Until I became a trainee producer for Cracks, and I think that's when it really started happening for me. I managed to then get to know how things work, and it taught me how to start my own thing. And in at the end of 2001, I took a leap of faith and I wrote a resignation letter where I worked, and I said I'm gonna go out on my own. And in 2002, January, I went out on my own, and I went to hustle.
Wow! Oh Lord! If you think auditions are bad, try pitching.
Is worse.
Yeah, because you believe, you see the vision, you know what you want, you know it will be great.
Yeah.
You must now convince everybody else who's looking at you like this.
Yeah, exactly. Looking very bored because you had the 15th guy that day, and they know who they want to give it to. But I think they got impressed because even though I didn't get the gig, I got an offer to go and almost work with somebody who did get the gig and shadow them.
Yeah.
So I shadowed them for a good year. And in that year, what I did was I started relationships with those people. Because now I'm the one who speaks to the commissioning editor. I'm the one who has the viewing with the commissioning editor. And now they can say, okay, so this guy knows what he's talking about. So when I pitched next year, I'm pitching to a bunch of guys I know now. Not a bunch of guys that I don't know.
Yeah.
So it became easier. And then they gave me like a really small project called CCM1, which cost me more than it.
You made a loss.
I made a loss.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
You
it's
learned.
okay. I learned. I learned. And I use that as a learning curve. And so kancane, they kept on adding things that they trust me to do because I specialized. It was in the religious department, so I specialized mainly on that stuff. So, and not a lot of producers can do religious programming. So I was able to have that age. So I ended up getting one, then I got another, and then I got another, then I got another. I ended up doing like another, and I think I ended up doing 5 of them.
Yeah.
And then eventually they wanted to do a big idols for gospel, that I want to sing gospel. Then I pitched it to them, and then I got that. So that was the first big one that I did.
Wow.
So we did 3 seasons of that. So generally that's been my journey, but also expansion has been a challenge because I realized the reason why you make a loss, like I said, I made a loss, is because a lot of the budget that you get in goes out to suppliers, goes out to the camera, rental person, the car rental person, the post-production house, to wherever. So you make a loss because you're paying all these suppliers. Then my vision was, we need to internalize all these functions. As opposed to outsourcing it, you need to insource it. So what I did is I had to go around trying to hustle some kind of funding, try and get the first camera, the first edit suites, vehicles and all that stuff. And we then started different companies to be able to handle that. So we started Video Gear to buy the cameras through that. So that if this company, which is Eclipse, the production, doesn't do well, it doesn't affect the camera company. So it's completely separated. So we did that. and we started a vehicle rental company, then we started a post-production company.
Come on now.
And then we started a labor broking company for crew and cast and things like that. So, and then we became a group. So we're able to outsource, but to our own selves. So we are a group now. So everything that we do, from concept to delivery, is done within the group. So not even a cent leaves except for staff.
Yeah.
So that's the journey that we've taken over the last 15 years, really, to try and build that. So we've become a Thox Media Group now. So we're able to do that internally. And we just got into studios now, so we shoot our shows in the same facility.
Yeah.
So when you walk into our facility, you'll then see a chat room set.
Yes.
The cameras turn for gospel time, then the cameras
wow,
turn for training.
No ways.
And it's the same cameras.
My goodness.
In the same roof. So that's the model that we're using now, yeah.